tired of this, I get tired of that. So much bull flying around, man, I ain't got time for that. Who you fooling? Now we just coolin'. Come chill with a cool kid. I show you how to do it. Babe. Said if it don't make dollars and it don't make sense, I ain't about to trip, nah, I ain't about to flip. Cause on my life, we're tryna book trips. Swear I'm fine.
Good morning, y'all. I'm actually in the parking garage right now. Today is the 6th. No, today is March 5th, and I'm at work. I'm getting ready to go to work, so got me some little gritsies and a little protein shake. You know, for breakfast this morning. And it's currently 10:25. I had to be at work at 10:30. But as long as I clock in before 10:37, I'm on time. And that oat milk don't miss. It don't miss. It does not miss. It doesn't miss, period. But yeah, I'm finna eat my little food and go in. One of my subscribers had asked for a more detailed video on phlebotomy, so I'm gonna try to go a little detail. Today is a Saturday. I don't know if much of it would be popping. It was like last week when I should have been recording. A lot was going on. Like we had codes, we had codes, we had the sound playing in the hospital, so meaning like a baby was born and it was constantly going off and stuff. Last week was just busy, but like I said, y'all, I can't show y'all too much because HIPAA, we know that. But yeah, so I'm finna eat. It's 10:30. I mean, it's 10:27 right now. So I'm finna hurry up and eat my little grits before I go in. And see y'all when I clock in.
5 hours later.
When I say I'm tired. It's currently 3:32. Y'all, I've been working since I got here. I had about 7 patients in total today. We've had about 15, which is busy for a Saturday, and they were all back to back. Okay, y'all, but yeah, like I said, Saturdays are usually baby days anyway, and it's crazy. It has made the day go by for sure, but it definitely has been crazy. So I'm finna finish up in the back, and then we're in a different flea room. So we have 2 flea rooms. Our other flea room, which is the big one, is under construction, but right now we're in this one. And yeah, so this is the smaller one. So we're going to stop, and then I'm going to go through, tell you what each tube mean, kind of what phlebotomy does, is, you know, and all that good stuff. Okay, so this is your order draw. I'm gonna be going over it with the different tubes and order and whatnot. For Venipuncture stick, and this is using a butterfly. It's mainly what we use here. So these here would be your chemistry tubes. This is our, let me put them back down. So this is our marble tops right now. So it can also be in a tiger top, but we don't have any at the moment. And it has a gel barrier in the bottom. And this would be a plain red because it has no gel barrier. And this is also a different form of a plain red. It has no gel barrier. But when you spin all three of these down, it will give you a serum. And it's mainly used for like different chemistry tests, CMP, BMP, you know, all those good things. And then next you would do the light blue top. And if you can see, but it's like a little additive in there, and that is sodium citrate. So this would go to the hematology department, and it can be used to run PTs and D-dimers, and you would get a plasma when you spin this one down. Next would be the green top, which would be the lithium heparin. Now, also with green tops, you can have a sodium heparin as well, but this one right here is a lithium heparin. So it has an additive in this one as well, which is the lithium heparin, and it's used for a chemistry study. So you can spin this down, and you would get a plasma off of it as well. And this right here is the same thing. It's just a micro container of lithium heparin. So this is what we draw majority of the baby's blood in to run their bilirubins. So next you have the purple top. And the purple top additive is EDTA. And this is also used for hematology studies as well here. And you spin this down, you get a plasma. So off the purple top, you can run CBC, set rate, H&H. And it can also be used for a chemistry test as well, ammonia. And it has to be put on ice though for the chemistry test. And for the babies, once again, this would be the purple top for the babies, the micro container. And it's used to get their CBCs as well. So once you spin it down, you get the plasma, and you have the baby CBC. So next up would be the pink top. Now here, the additive in it is the K2 EDTA, and it's used for blood bank. So they'll spin it down and they'll get a plasma, and it's just to do your typing screens and your antibodies. And for the pregnant women, they can have an ABO or H, you know, just to test the blood. And it's also used for people that's like in surgery and stuff. Here we keep up with it with this green, with the green armband. So if the person needs a blood transfusion or anything, it'll be able to go and match the blood. So here's our royal blue top, and we had K2 EDTA. And this one here is where here at this facility, we mainly use it for send out tests. And it runs like lead and aluminum. So like a bunch of metal tests. Next would be a gray. Now this is a miniature gray, but we also have long gray tops like this. And it has sodium fluoride in it, as you can see right there. The little additive in it. And then this one right here, you see the little additive in it. And it's mainly used for lactic acids. So for the lactic acid, you have to make sure you put it on ice once we get it. And then the last one would be this yellow one. You see the additive there, and it is citrate, ACD. And yeah, and it's used with the T-help, but along with this yellow for T-help, you also need to send a purple for T-help studies. It can also be used for DNA and maternity testing. So I'm just gonna go back through and lay them out in the order in which they would go. Okay, phone just went off, y'all. We gotta have a stroke that we got to report to. So I normally take this with me with all our tubes and stuff in it, just in case they need me to stick, and tubes and arm bands just in case the nurses need them. But let's get down to the ER. Okay, y'all. So like I said, I work in outpatient, so I don't have to go out throughout the hospital and draw blood. The nurses draw their own labs and send them, and we scan them in. So for outpatient, what I do is I walk out, I'll call the patient, and you have to have 2 forms of identification. So the first and last name and a birthday, or first and last name and a social security number, you know, 2 forms of identification to make sure. And once I get them into the flea room, I also double check which doctor they're here for, you know, for lab draws. Because some patients I have more than one doctor, or, you know, it could be a mishap in registration and how they put it in. So I always double check that. So that's how I get them in the room. And then when we get here, I look at their tests, pull the labels, get the correct tubes, and perform the lab, and that's it. Wrap them up and tell them to have a great day, and that's it. And it keeps going until the end of the day. If I'm not drawing lab work, I'll be doing paperwork. So with that, we run a bunch of labs for our outside facilities. So put in the lab work for that. Calling them if we have any questions, doing 1-clicks for the clinic that we work with as well as home health facilities, and then our smaller regional hospitals. So that's about all that I do here. I actually love it. I love doing it. I love the job. I got into phlebotomy because, like I said on the last video, I was pre-med and I wanted to have like hands-on clinical experience with patients, knowing how to communicate, listen, seeing how the background side of the doctors being able to make a diagnosis and knowing how to treat a patient. It starts here in the lab because your blood tells you a lot about yourself. So that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to do phlebotomy, and to be in the hospital to see, you know, all the things that lead into, you know, to see all of the things that lead into great patient care. That's another reason why I wanted to do it, because healthcare is not always all smiles and giggles. And I promise you, I have seen a lot of both sides of how everything works. Because right now, working in the pandemic, you know, there's not smiles and giggles. So I really love it. I love the experience. Now, as far as getting a job in phlebotomy, like I told y'all, I got my license in 2017. It took me 5 years. I did not get hired here until 2021. So if you're thinking about doing phlebotomy, I definitely say go for it. It's a great job. It's not hard at all. Okay, y'all, so this is a baby foot. That's crazy. I said baby and somebody just had one. So that's what this sounds mean. So y'all done heard the sound too. But this is the baby foot. And what we do is, you see this area here? This is where you are supposed to perform a heel stick on the baby. And we'll use a warmer. So I'm not gonna actually warm it. And we'll just warm the heel first. And then I usually let it sit anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. And then after that, I'll check it like this to make sure it's warm. Take a alcohol wipe, clean the area. Then I'm not gonna open it. I don't want to waste supplies, but we'll use the little baby clicker here. Pinch. Then the blood leaks, and depending on which test you are performing, most of the time it's Billy's, or that we perform, you'll get the blood with the micro container. Then I always go back and I clean the blood, the baby's foot with old dried up blood from performing the heel stick, and I take a bandage or either a cotton ball and some tape to dress the baby's foot, and that's how you'll do a heel stick. So yeah, you guys, that's how I perform a bilirubin test. So we don't have a prosthetic arm in the lab to show y'all. So honestly, you would want, I like to be just above the AC. So you feel faster. I almost said it. Let's see. So with the tourniquet, it just helps you to see your veins better. So see here, I done got the tourniquet on. So usually I tie the tourniquet. Look at that good vein right there too. I tie the tourniquet, then I, with gloves on and everything, of course, but I will press on my areas and make sure I have a good vein. And how you know you have a vein is that it's bouncy. Veins are very bouncy, and sometimes if I hit something while I'm feeling around, and I like wiggle your fingers to make sure it's not a tendon. After I find my vein, I clean the area with an alcohol wipe. The tourniquet still be on at this point. And then I stick, because I already have my tubes laid out for the test that particular patient needs. And then after that, I pop the tourniquet before I pull the needle out. And when I pull the needle out, I have a Q-tip, I have a cotton ball over the area where I punctured it. And then after that, I ask them to hold the Q-tip so I won't stick myself when I'm pulling the needle out. So I pull the needle out, take the guarded, discard it in the biohazard box, and then I ask them if they want tape, bandage, or Coflex. This is the hands shouting. This is the Coflex. And then after that, I make sure my tubes are inverted and they're labeled, and I tell the patient to have a great day. And after they leave, I'll wipe down the room just to make sure, with COVID and everything, no germs or anything are going around. So yeah, y'all, that's really what I do. Honestly, I can't believe I thought that turkey on myself to go, but yeah. I'm hungry. I eat my stomach. I'm hungry. But yeah, y'all, that's what I do. That's how I do majority of my testing. And I really hope y'all like it. I really hope I went into enough detail. I hate I can't show you guys as much, but don't want to violate HIPAA in any type of way. But as I said before, if you want to be a phlebotomist, definitely go for it. See if one of your local hospitals offer a class, because they usually do. I think JUCOs may offer them. I know Southern Miss had a phlebotomy course, so just check around and see. Trade schools, all that, like check around and see. Like I said, there's another baby being born. Y'all just catching it today. All these Pisces. It just don't need to be going off in June with them Geminis. Sister is gonna holler when she see this. But yeah, y'all. I think of something else, if I can think of something else to show y'all.